When we talk about gratitude, we're often taught to focus on what we have, the blessings we receive, or the parts of life that are going well. And this morning, I want to widen that view and invite us to consider where those blessings come from and whose lives make them possible. There was once a woman named Maria Moreno. She was a Mexican-American farm worker in California in the 1950s. She and her husband and 12 children traveled from crop to crop. Lettuce, almonds, grapes, tomatoes. They helped harvest it all, living in cars and tents, earning barely enough to get by. Some of the food she harvested, she couldn't afford to feed her own children. In 1958, a huge flood in Woodlake, California, left thousands of farm workers hungry and without work. Maria went to the local social services office asking for food for her children and was denied. Not because she wasn't in need, but because migrant farm workers were not considered eligible for government help. They were treated as temporary and disposable and not as members of the community. She later said that was the moment something changed in her, that her gratitude for life and faith in human dignity could no longer survive if she stayed silent. Moreno used her voice to fight and convince relief agencies to offer assistance to the starving farm workers. She would eventually become the first woman to ever hired as a union organizer for farm workers in America. Before Cesar Chavez, before Dolores Huerta, she paved the way for both of them. But she did not begin as a leader. She began as a mother who was tired and tired of her children being hungry. And I want to say clearly, this story is not only the past and not only California. The people who harvest our food, including right here in Iowa today, still struggle to feed their own families. And I invite you to take a moment. Turn to someone near you and finish this sentence. Someone I'm grateful for, whose work I don't always see, is. So you may be naming someone who grows food. You might be naming someone who cooks, who cleans, who repairs, who transports, who cares, who delivers. And thank you for honoring that person out loud. There is power and there is justice in the noticing.